So, coming up onto your feet, we're going to start off with a nice activation, and then we're going to go through the wonderful foundation EBR, EBR1. Okay, so let's start off just warming up the body. Good, so just shaking through the fingers, allowing the arm to be nice and relaxed by your side, shaking through the fingers, really become aware of shaking away any tiredness, any tightness, any of the stuff that's been going on this week. Just flick it away, feel it floating out of your fingertips and falling away from you. Lovely. And then gently ease that movement up through the whole of the hand. So bringing the whole of the hand into that movement, shaking in space, shaking in ease and comfort, taking that awareness through the wrist into the lower arm. These are just such lovely ways to start your yoga practice, just gently warming up the body, taking that shaking into the elbow, into the upper arm, and then the shoulder. And really feel that sense of lengthening, releasing, relaxing the arm, the whole of the arm. Okay, then we're going to very lightly, very gently, these are the watchwords for this morning, lightly, gently, shaking that arm up into the air. Take it as high as is relevant for you. You know, if you've got problems with blood pressure or you've got very painful shoulders, then you just take it to the point that feels right. So wherever you take it up to, just feel that lovely expansion, that opening up of the shoulder, of the rib cage, and the spine at the back. Really become aware of that gentle stretch of the spine. Lovely. We're going to shake that arm back down to shoulder height in front. Good. Shake it round to the side, keeping it in the periphery of our vision, and then shaking it down. Really nice. And then slowly letting that arm come to stillness and feel into that arm, that hand. Just notice maybe a tingling, a coolness, a numbness. It probably feels longer than the left arm, so we better shake the left arm so that we balance you out. So let's start shaking through the fingers. Again, starting with the fingers, becoming aware of the different parts of the fingers. So all of the joints, and become aware of that they're not just solid digits. These lovely flexible friends that we have. Good, and then take that shaking into the hand, the back of the hand, the palm, up through the wrist. Again, shaking away any stuff. Just see it, feel it, hear it, plopping down onto the floor away as you let go of it. Shaking up through the wrist, in through the forearm, into the elbow. Good, and then up the upper arm, up into the shoulder. And then whole arm, loosening, lengthening. Feel that sense of release as you release the muscles, you release the joints. Really good. And then lightly starting to allow that arm to gently float up as you continue shaking. Great. Again, feel that opening up of the shoulder, the side of the rib cage, and the spine at the back. Lovely. And then slowly let's lower that arm down. In front to shoulder height, take it round to the side and down. Good. Okay, nice. So hopefully both arms are feeling nice and long and more relaxed. So we're going to lightly shake them both up. You might want to separate the feet a little bit wider. Keep the knees soft. Good. And then we're going to shake forward a little way. Bringing that shaking into the torso and then bending the knees, drawing in on the abdominals as we raise back up. Good, we're going to do that again a couple of times and we're going to go down a little lower each time. Good, so coming down a little bit further before bending the knees and gently pushing yourself up. Nice, so this time we're going to shake down all the way. So shaking down into a nice relaxed forward bend. And then give a lovely wag to your tail. So imagine you've got a lovely tail, bringing that shaking all the way through the torso, keeping the knees soft. Good. Softening, bending the knees, drawing in on the abdominals and shaking yourself back up. Lovely. And then lowering the arms down. Oh, good. Nice. Okay, we're going to do a nice lengthening release for the legs. So taking the weight onto the right leg. If you need something to hold on to, that's fine. We all have days when we need someone or something to hold on to. So do that if you need to. Raise the left foot and then lightly start shaking through the toes. And then just see if you can shake in that release, that flexibility into the toes that you have in your fingers. And then shaking through the ball of the foot, the arch, the heel, the whole of the foot. Lovely. Feel that sense of the foot becoming freer, looser. Our poor feet, we trap them in shoes and socks for most of the time. So they love this sense of freedom. Okay, take that shaking up through the ankle and then into the calf, the shin, and then the knee. So lightly flexing the knee, gently kicking away any stuff, like drops of water, see them flicking away. Oh, that's that irritation I had yesterday. That was that frustration from Tuesday. Just let go of it. Just flick it away. Feel yourself becoming lighter. Good. Bringing that gentle shaking now back, taking that up into the thigh, and then up into the hip, the buttock, whole of the leg. Shaking the leg out to the side. Shake it to the front. Good. And then shaking the leg to the back, bringing the body forward. Good. A bit of a balance. Good. Bringing that leg through. Slowing that shaking down. Let's do the same on the other side. So taking the weight onto the left leg, raising the right foot, shaking through the toes. Good. Shaking through the toes, through the whole of the foot. I like to, when I have time, to spend a bit longer with the shaking. You don't need to do as long as this, but I really find it's a great way of really warming the body up and releasing any tightness. Taking that shaking through the whole of the foot, into the ankle. Good. And then up through into the calf, the shin, and then to the knee. Lightly flexing the knee. Again, kicking away all the stuff that's accumulated on this side. Feel the muscles releasing, relaxing. Feel that sense of spaciousness growing throughout the whole of the leg. Good. Shaking that leg all the way up to the top, to the hip, the buttock. Shake the leg out to the side. Let's bring it to the front. And then lightly take it to the back, bringing the arms forward for balance. Good. Okay, bringing it through. Lovely. Okay, separating the feet nice and wide, keeping the knees soft, and just coming into a nice, gentle twist. Starting to keep the feet down to start with, and then allowing the back heel to lift. Gently dipping the knees, just dipping down as far as feels comfortable for you. Starting off, keeping the arms relaxed and just wrapping around the sides of the body, giving a lovely gentle tap to your abdomen and the back. Good. And then you can bend a little bit further if that's comfortable for you. And then start to allow the arms to flow up as though they were just gently lifting up on a soft, gentle wave of water, flowing up. As you gently twist, taking them up as high as is comfortable and appropriate for you, keeping the wrists, the elbows soft. Lovely. And then gently allowing those arms to flow back down, reversing the movement. Good. And then gradually coming back to starting position. Really nice. Starting to wake up the spine. Good. And then let's start to gently dip down from side to side. So a nice gentle side bend. And then coming into more of a scooping move. So drawing big circles in the air with the elbows. The arm coming up to shoulder height. And then coming up above your head. Great. And then gradually decreasing the size of those circles. Good. And then placing the hands onto the hips, keeping the feet nice and wide. And we're going to do some nice hip circling, so invisible hula hooping. So really allowing the hips to travel round and taking the torso in the opposite direction. Really opening up the pelvis, loosening the lower back. Lovely. Keeping it nice and smooth, not forcing anything. Good, working with the body. Pausing, and let's go round the other direction. Good. And then pause again, and let's do a nice sideways figure of 8. So drawing like a lazy figure of 8 with the hips. Notice which way the body has decided is the right way. And then pause, and then take the move in the opposite direction, which may feel a little bit odd at first, but the body soon adjusts and it begins to feel smoother, more natural. Good. Lovely. Slowing that down. Nice. Have a little shake of the arms or shake of the legs. Good. Okay, we're going to do some nice cross activations, waking the brain up. So I want you to bring the right knee up, tap it with the left hand. But bring that knee up and make sure it's crossing the midline of the body. So imagine your body's divided in half and the knee is coming across to the opposite side. Good. And you think about taking the knee up to the hand rather than the hand down to the knee. You can see the difference. So it just encourages a nice stretch, but don't force it any higher than is comfortable for you. Okay, now, if you want a bit of a deeper stretch, we can take the elbow down to the knee. Good. Okay, and then let's take the hand to the sole of the foot. You get a nice satisfying slap, and you're also stimulating the heart chakra point that's in both the sole of the foot and the palm of the hand. Great. Okay, let's go back to the knee. Hand to the knee, hand to opposite knee. Lovely. Okay. And pause, and then we'll do the heel behind. So opposite heel behind. And if you like, you can take the raised hands down to the back of the neck. Great. Good. Okay. Lovely. Slowing that down. And then lowering the arms down. Okay, one last thing. Stand with the feet shoulder distance apart, and then breathe in, raising the arms up. Now keeping the knees soft. Breathe out and just fold forward, taking the arms back behind you. Breathing in, bending the knees, pushing yourself up with the legs, drawing in on the abdominals. So breathing in, breathing out, just flopping forward. Good, like a rag doll, lovely. So just work with the breath, breathing in, breathing out. And you can add a nice sigh to this, so you can breathe out. And you can really release. It's a really good thing if you've got some frustrations, or any concerns, just let them go. Make a nice vocalization to release the breath. Let's do that one more time. And then breathe in. Good. And then slowly, slowly let the arms float down. Good. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to bring ourselves into Tadasana now. So I'm nice and warm. I'm taking the layers off. It's always a good sign. So bring yourself into Tadasana. So into the mountain posture. As we prepare ourselves for EBR 1, Energy Block Release 1. So make sure the feet are hip distance apart so you can measure 2 hand fists. Or you can make that T shape with the heel of one foot on the arch of the other. Pivot on the ball of that foot. Good. And then just look down at your feet. Say hello to your feet. And just check that the feet are parallel. The big toes are level. That you've not found yourself stepping 1 foot forward or 1 foot back. Good. And then allow yourself just to arrive this morning, ready for a wonderful weekend of Dru Yoga. Okay, and you might want to just lower your gaze or soften your gaze or close your eyes. We're just going to very lightly just work through the body, bring yourselves into balance. So feel that connection the feet are making with the ground. Really feel yourself standing firmly with a secure base. And then draw your awareness up through the lower legs to the knees and making sure we've got those beautiful soft joints, the essence of Dru Yoga, those soft joints. So the knees aren't locked, they're not bent. They're just a gentle flex. You might want to experience pushing the knees back, feeling how that locks the knees and really creates a sense of tension in the body. And then hyperextending, really bending the knees, and again where that creates tightness, tension in other parts of the legs. And then just move between the two so you find that wonderful point of softness. Good, and notice how that helps you stand more securely, more strongly. Allow your awareness to drift up to the pelvis. Okay, and what I want you to do is just to think about the core muscles. Just bring your awareness to them, because bringing your awareness to them is a bit like you've got a class of students and you suddenly call one person's name. They're suddenly paying attention, and that's what we want to do to those muscles. We don't need to actively engage them, just bring our awareness. So bring your awareness to the pelvic floor muscle, that muscle that runs underneath the body from the pubic bone at front to the sacrum at the back. And then bring your awareness to those transverse abdominals, the lower abs. And then notice how that brings the base of the body into balance, making any additional adjustments you need to, either a tucking under of the tailbone or releasing back, so you've got a lovely sense of leveling. Good. And then allow the spine to soar up, reclaiming its wonderful height and alignment, allowing the shoulders to be relaxed and the sternum to be very gently lifted. Feel how that opens up the chest, making the breathing process effortless. And then lengthening through the back of the neck, and take your awareness to the crown of the head, feeling yourself lifting up through the crown of the head on the in-breath and settling down even more securely through the feet on the out-breath. Lovely. And then when we start with EBR 1, well, we have started because it starts with Tadasana, but as we go through it, what I want you to do is to really work with it in a clear, calm, flowing way. So just allow yourself to move easily with the movements. Don't force or exaggerate anything. So think about calm and clear. Okay, and with that in mind, just gently start rocking forward and back, keeping the feet in contact with the floor. So the heels and the toes stay stuck down to the floor. So very gentle rocking forward and back. And notice how that movement affects the spine, and you get a very gentle, almost a spinal wave-like movement as you gently rock forward and back and the body shifts. Core engages and disengages to accommodate that move. Lovely. And then bringing that to stillness before starting to circle, starting by going round to the right. Again, keeping the feet in contact with the floor. Really becoming aware of the connection that you have with the earth. Feeling yourself nourished, sending down roots. Lovely. And then pause and let's circle round to the left. And how does that compare to circling to the right? Lovely. And then gently bringing yourself back to center so you're slotting into alignment into your center of gravity. Feel your feet anchored down even more firmly. Feel your body rising up even more freely. Good. And if you've got your eyes closed, allow them now to gently open. Bringing the right hand palm up underneath the navel. And then breathe in, gently circling the left up. Good. Having the palms facing one another. Breathing in again, lifting up through the spine, and as you breathe out, a lovely bend over to the right. Lovely lateral flexion to the spine, feeling the stretch, whole of the side of the body. When you're ready to breathe in again, press down on the right big toe and rise up, circling the arms, like running round the edges of a giant wheel. Good. Lengthening the spine, and then on an out breath, stretching over to the left. Feel the spine saying thank you to you. Straightening up, working with that in your own time. Feel the arms gently flowing around into position, lengthening the spine, breathing out, extending over. Straightening back up on an in-breath. Feel the arms flowing, calm, clear, really smooth. Beautiful stretch for the spine. Lovely. Good. Okay, let's do one more each side. Because we don't often stretch the spine. We don't give the spine a lateral stretch very much. Or we tend to stretch in one direction. So we sit in a way and then we talk to our friend, or we reach for something that's to the right or to the left, and we don't balance it out. Lovely. Okay, and then raising both arms and then lowering down. Lovely. Just lowering them down. We might just give the shoulders a little shake. Good. Okay. Lovely. Then turning the palms to face forward, breathing in as you bend the arms at the elbows, palms facing behind you. Breathe out, relax the shoulders. Good. Make sure the neck is nice and free. And then this time as you breathe in, slide your hands up as though slide them up a pane of glass. Lovely. Good. Keeping the elbows soft, breathing out, relaxing them down. Good. Okay, we're going to do that again. Breathing in, lifting the arms up, lifting the sternum, and if it's comfortable, lifting the heels so you rise up onto the balls of the feet and the toes. Good. And then breathing out, sinking the heels down, sliding the arms and a lovely standing stretch. Breathing in. Feel as you lift the sternum, the whole of the spine, extending up, releasing, and then breathing out, settling down into that lovely length of the spine. One more time. Breathing in. Good. Breathing out. Lovely. And then lowering the hands down. Good. Give the arms a little shake. Okay. Bringing the hands into soft fists as you breathe in, drawing the backs of the hands towards the shoulders. Good. And then as you breathe out, flicking the hands away, softening the knees. Breathing in, drawing the arms in. Breathing out, extending the arms. Lovely. Breathing in with the finger flicks. Feel that movement starting in the center of the spine and rippling out all the way from the shoulders, then through the upper arms into the elbows, the forearms, and then the fingers. Really feel that sense of release for the thoracic spine, the shoulder girdle, the whole of the arms. Lovely. One last time. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. And as you breathe in, this time straighten the legs. Breathe out, lower the arms. Good. Starting to rotate the arms. Turning them forward and then back. But keeping the awareness in the spine, at that point between the shoulders. So often when we move the hands and the arms, we focus on the hands. We think about the hands leading the movement. But actually think about this movement in the opposite way. Think of that movement as being initiated at the center of the spine, which from a nervous system perspective it is. That's where the impulses come down from the spinal column. But feel that movement starting in the center of the spine and then working out through the shoulders, gentle rotation of the shoulders, making sure you can see the arms in the periphery of your vision. Good. And you can gently allow the arms to raise up towards the shoulders as you work with this twist, this movement flowing down like a river from the spine through the shoulders, flowing down the upper arms through the elbows, through the forearms, the wrists, the hands, into each joint of the fingers. Feel how long and flexible your arms are. Lovely. The next time the palms are facing up, pause. Good. Soften the shoulders. Have the elbows soft. Turn to gaze at the right palm, keeping the right arm still, rotating the left arm. So the left palm's facing away, the right palm's facing up. Good. Moving both arms together now, turning the head to gaze at the upturned palm. Feel that movement snaking out, flowing out from the spine in two separate directions. This is a wonderful move for releasing tightness in the thoracic spine. It's It's like wringing out drops of tension as you wring out drops of water from a towel. And then continue with this movement as you allow the arms to gently lower back down towards your sides. Doesn't that feel good? Lovely. Good. Okay, have a little shake the hands. Now we're going to do some series of movements for the shoulders, the neck. Now if you need to, you can sit down at this point. If you've got tightness in these areas, as I said at the beginning, you just proceed at the pace that's right for you. Okay, so let's work with the shoulders. So I want you to breathe in, bringing the fingertips to rest on the shoulders. Breathe out as you relax the shoulders down. So while we're working on the shoulders can be tight, we want to allow the shoulders to be relaxed so we're not constricting the movement of the joint. So breathing in, we raise the elbows up beside the head, and then breathing out, we take them down and back. It's like a bird stretching its wings. So breathing in, breathing out. Oh, I feel like this is oiling the shoulders. It's wonderful. If you've been sitting at a computer or in a car, or just generally, if you hold any tightness or tension in your neck or shoulders, really good. Feel that lovely opening up of the chest. And as you bring the elbows up, you can gently lift the sternum as well. Good. So again, there's a sense of a gentle spinal wave in this move. Good. Next time the elbows lower, just pause for a moment. Good. And then we're going to reverse the move, breathing in as we raise the arms up behind, breathing out as we lower them in front. Good. Again, lifting the sternum gently, naturally on the in-breath, not exaggerating anything, just a gentle lift. Lovely. Good. One last time. And as you breathe out, allow the arms to return to your side. Good. Have a little shake, have a little shake, have a little move. Good. Okay, find a nice, comfortable standing position, because we're going to focus on the neck now. So it's really important that the legs, the trunk of the body is nice and aligned but comfortable. Good. So let's zoom in our awareness on the neck and really become aware of those neck vertebrae, the cervical spine. And lengthen the neck. So make some adjustments to the chin. So the chin is parallel, base of the chin parallel to the floor. So for some people that's a gentle tucking in. And when I say gentle, I'm talking millimeters, or releasing forward. Either way, you want to feel a nice lift through the back of the neck and that the crown of the head is rising up. Great, that looks really good. Okay, so focusing on the neck, take a nice breath in. As you breathe out, drop the chin to the chest. Breathing in, drawing the chin back and up to the starting position. And then breathing out, relaxing the chin forward. So we're doing a little localized spinal wave for the neck. We're giving a lovely stretch and massage to the muscles at the front and the back of the vertebra. So as you draw the neck back on the in-breath, really bring it in. So you really feel that stretch on the muscles at the front of the vertebra. Good, but don't do it so it's uncomfortable. Lovely. Okay. The last time. Good. Okay, allow the neck to be nice and tall. Good. And we're going to gently tilt the head from side to side. So take your awareness, you might take your hands, place them behind the ears. Feel the bony lumps behind the ears. Good. So think about taking that, the mastoid process, down to the shoulder. Okay, so again, lengthening through the neck, breathing in. Breathing out, tilting the head to the right, keeping the left shoulder down. Breathing in, raising up. Breathing out, tilting the head to the left. And just work with that. Not forcing the head down. You may find as you work with it, working with the breath, the head naturally tilts a little bit closer to the shoulder, but we're not forcing the muscles. We're allowing the muscles to warm up, calm and clear. Lovely. Okay, so one last time, either side. And before bringing the head back to center. Good, so we're going to do a nice spinal twist now. So separate the feet to shoulder distance or a little bit wider, what's comfortable for you. And then on an in-breath, allow the arms to flow up to shoulder height as you breathe out. Relax them down, because we often take them shoulder height and the shoulders are a bit lifted. Good, make sure the elbows nice and bent. And then breathe in, and as you breathe out, flow round, leading with the hip, twisting to the right. Good. Breathing in, flowing back forward. Breathing out, twisting round to the left. Breathing in, flowing forward. We'll do a couple of times these like this time. As you breathe round to the right, take the fingertips of the left hand to the right collarbone. Good. Breathing in. The feet are staying in contact with the floor to start with. Good. And make sure that the back arm, you're keeping that nice sickle, that nice bend in the elbow, and that the elbow is in line with the nose. We're not trying to take the leading arm as far back as we can. We're keeping it in line with the shoulder. And if you want to extend the twist, you think about taking the following arm further round. Good, lovely, okay. Bring yourself back to center, and then turning the right foot to 90 degrees. And then this time, as you flow round, notice how you can just twist a little bit deeper. Good, doing that dance with the feet. And we flow round to the left. Breathing in, flowing forward. Once more to the right. And this time, as you go to the right, allow the left heel to lift. And again, settle into the twist a little bit deeper. Flowing forward on an in-breath, flowing round on an out-breath. Good. So this final time as we go round, we're going to do the third stage of the twist. We go to the right, left hand onto right collarbone, lifting up onto the toes of the left heel. We drop the right hand into the small of the back. And just turning the neck, last of all, to gaze behind us. And as you breathe in, allow yourself to lengthen up through the spine. As you breathe out, allow yourself to soften into this twist. Beautiful stretch for the whole of the spine. On the next in-breath, gently release the hands and slowly, calmly flow back to face forward. And then flowing round to the left on the out-breath. Fingertips of right hand onto left collarbone, lifting onto the toes of the right foot, allowing the left hand to drop to the small of the back. Good. Again, feel that sense of lifting up on the in-breath, softening into the twist on the out-breath. Good. On the next in-breath, releasing the hands, flowing back forward. Lowering the arms down. Good. Bringing the hands into the small of the back, wherever feels comfortable for you. So the fingertips are coming down onto the top of the sacrum. Good. We're going to do a lovely forward and backward bend, but really focusing on a lovely spinal wave movement. Okay. So breathe in, lengthening up through the spine, and as you breathe out, gently lift the sternum. And the back gently arcs, keeping the chin towards the chest. As you breathe in, start to rock the pelvis, soften the knees, and then hinging forward, coming down a little way. Bending the knees, tucking the tailbone under as you uncurl up and then back. Really focus on lifting that sternum. Good. So working with that lovely spinal wave movement, folding forward, raising back up. So the movement is a whole back movement. And the movement always starts with that rocking forward or back of the pelvis, tucking the tailbone under or extending it back. Lovely. Okay, this final time as we hinge forward, don't rush if you're still raising up. As you come forward, Slide the hands down the backs of the legs and come into a nice forward bend. Separate the feet a little bit wider if you need to, and just to start with, allow the arms to relax, the head and neck to relax, and gently sway the arms slowly, calmly from side to side between the two big toes. The next time you find yourself at the right big toe, pause there, turn the right foot out to 45 degrees, and then gently relax down, giving a lovely stretch to the hamstrings on the right. If you need to have that right knee soft, then feel free. On the next in-breath, flow the arms round to the left, adjusting the feet. So the right foot's pointing forward, left foot to 45 degrees. Good, a lovely stretch down over that left leg. Good. And then on the next in-breath, flowing the arms back to center. Take the feet, bend the knees, take the fingertips to the floor as you walk the feet in, heel toe to hip distance, and then come down into a squat. Good, okay, lovely. So find your balance. You can have the feet, you can balance on your toes, you can have your feet flat. Breathing in, raising the arms up. Good, lovely. And then breathing out, taking the hands back to the floor. Breathing in, drop the head and lift the hips high, coming into a forward bend. Breathing out, coming back down into a squat. Breathing in as you raise the arms up. So a nice balance, a nice mini version of the standing stretch, a squatting stretch that we did earlier. Breathing out, taking the hands down, and then final time, breathing in, lifting the hips, lowering the head. Pause for a moment in this forward bend. And then very slowly, bending the knees, drawing in on the abdominals, uncurl, drawing the arms up, the midline of the body, up into the air. Good, relax the shoulders, and then on the next out breath, slowly float the arms down to your sides. Good, and then bring yourself back into Tadasana. Keep yourself in the moment. We're still in the sequence. Bring yourself gently back into Tadasana. Slot back into that alignment. Feet hip distance apart. Knees soft. Saying hello to core, allowing the base of the body to level, allowing the spine to be free. Checking the shoulders are relaxed, the sternum gently lifted, that length in the back of the neck, the crown of the head lifting up. And just feel into the body. You might want to close your eyes and just check in. See how the body feels. How does the body feel now compared to how it did half an hour ago? How do you feel emotionally? What are the thoughts that are going through your mind? And then when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Take a nice refreshing breath in, and then as you breathe out, allow a lovely smile to flow across your face. Good, so thank you very much.